if you follow your instincts of, in all likelihood, why you are doing what you're doing, things like you want to help people, you want to help people do the right thing, you want to make a living. That's nothing wrong with that, that's for sure. You want to make a living. You've got a great opportunity, have a very diverse practice, and that's a good thing. But all I would say to you is, as somebody young starting out, and I know a whole lot of young people starting out that don't do this, and I'm just wired a little different than most. But I remember there was nobody that I didn't talk to. Nobody. Somebody call me and say, well, I know you only do this, people with this kind of wealth, but I've heard good things, and I talked to everybody. And it was a very useful tool because now, from my perspective, some of it was selfish in that I'm a behavioral guy. So I'm a behavioral economist. I always wanted to hear what everybody was thinking. You can't just think and act and do for a particular segment. What is the way of thinking for somebody that's got $500,000 is very, very different than the way of thinking for somebody that has $20,000. And so what it did was it made me such a better person, a better advisor, and a better analyst, because I was able to think strategically because of a diverse background that I always heard from. I would manage somebody's small portfolio if that, was the right thing to do. And I always worked on the notion that it takes a lot of crumbs to make a loaf. And I would work hard for the crumbs as I worked hard for the very big slices of bread. So I think that is it's harder to do. So you obviously have to be a good time manager, and you have to be able to take on that kind of load. But if you're young, and you sounded like you were, I don't know if you are, but if you're young and you're starting out, then you might not have the financial responsibilities as you grow a career that you will later. So you're going to have opportunity to take some crumbs and watch how they grow, watch how they build, and watch how 10 years from now they become a big part of your business. And you have that opportunity, and I would suggest to you that you always do that, if you can manage your time that way to do that. It is going to be a benefit to you as an advisor. The other thing I would tell you to do is don't chase the money, because if you're chasing the big commissions, you're going to be like everybody else, and you're going to do annuities. And you lose your total advantage by doing that. You lose everything, because now you become just another person selling the same product that everybody else is selling. You're not helping people manage the way it is right for them. You're just selling them the same product, and you are making them fit into your product because this is the only product that you want to sell, because the commissions are very high. So I'm just going to do that, and I'm going to make a lot of money. That's fine, but I don't know how many people you're going to help. So if you start to do now at your age, if you start to work to help people and to do investments not insurance products, but do investments. Don't do something that you can do to help people with their checking accounts and their savings. Let them go to their bank to do that. You just do investments, and you help them plan for their investments, and you develop their investments. And that's what you do. And everybody is going to have a different portfolio. And it's going to be a lot harder for you to work and to work in a way that you're not using up all your time. It does become more difficult, but you will be so good in 15 years. You know, you're going to have such a broad knowledge of how you can help people that it's going to help you. And you now are going to not have to worry about the rest of your competition, because your competition is selling insurance products. You're not. So you can separate yourself. And in this day and age, when so many people get into that industry thinking they're going to make a lot of money, they're not looking at building a career and building a book of business that can carry them into their old age. They're just thinking about churning and making more money. So,
hey, remember to click the subscribe button right here on the screen. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when new content is added. And more importantly than anything, you don't want to miss all 3 live hours of Financial Issues every day from 9 to noon. And you can watch it on FISM.tv. That's FISM.tv.